So we've been involved. Brad, you're going to have to correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe we've been working together for what, 2.5 years?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
maybe longer.
Yeah.
um,
I don't know if the history books go back that far. I don't know if they're tracking history, but yeah, we might be approaching 3 years here in a couple of months.
that's wild,
Yeah.
wild. So, I mean, clearly been very, very happy. And yeah, so we primarily 6 years ago got started on Kickstarter, and then it just kind of kept momentum. Never really set out to start a direct-to-consumer brand, but that was just kind of the natural progression from there.
Yeah.
We primarily sell kind of camera bags, and then more recently have just launched everyday bags about a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. So going back 3 years, before we started working together, what were some of the challenges or pain points that you were facing? So 2 to 3 years in the business, I think a year or two coming off the Kickstarter. What were some of the pain points that led you to somehow find us or Googling us and stumbling across Elevar?
Yeah, so we were having massive issues with our Google Analytics. It was just to say it was messy would be an understatement. I mean, we were not accurately tracking really anything, I guess to not get really nitty gritty, like paid prospecting, Facebook traffic was coming in as direct. And it was really just, we couldn't glean any meaningful insights because it was just like horrendously disorganized and just messy in general. So I actually stumbled across a blog post that was I believe, an introduction to ETM and Google Tag Manager, like how to use it. Like had no experience at all with Google Tag Manager. Barely had any experience with Google Analytics at the time. And so I think we followed the guide and were so impressed with how thorough it was, where we were like, we have to reach out to the people who wrote this. And then I believe that it was like a mutual colleague of ours, Kyle. And I was like, wow, Kyle's here. So I'm going to actually reach out. And then we were kind of off to the races from there. And I mean, it's funny to think in the past 3 years, just like how much we've accomplished.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, where have you been in that 3 years? Have you 3, 4, 5x, 10x? I mean, you guys have grown so fast. Sometimes it's hard to even keep up.
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, probably, I mean, yeah. I mean, if we're counting this year as well, I mean, like 10, 15, somewhere in that realm. I mean, it's really been incredible. And it's been very fast. I would say a lot of the kind of foundational work that we've been doing over the past couple of years really kind of culminated within the past year, and kind of, the onset of the pandemic and kind of the rise of online shopping. But a lot of it was, very, I wouldn't say it was like an overnight success by any means, but it was a lot of like laying down that foundational work so we could kind of see that growth.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, it's been an awesome ride to see you guys through the ups and downs over the years. And so let's jump into some more juicy nuggets that other founders or brands that are listening can use to help them grow their business and fight through their challenges.